It's the end of the summer, but we decided to pack up our bags to try to stand on a paddleboard for the first time, to explore some bunkers from the inside, fly the drone over some bunkers, shoot probably the best time lapse of our lives, and play some Super Street Fighter on an actual arcade machine. So what was there to do but to load up the car and make our way to northern Jutland? Naturally, we hit the rush hour on the way out of the city, but after that the drive was amazing. Alright, we woke up, it's Saturday, we're gonna go and visit a friend, and fortunately that friend has a paddleboard. So we're gonna make fools of ourselves trying to stand on a paddleboard for the first time. Our host and paddleboard coach told us that we should probably not go onto the open sea because there were wind speeds up to 10 meters per second, so we found this beautiful lake in the middle of a forest to practice in some safer conditions. The beginner move is basically to kneel on the board and then just use the paddle like you would use in a canoe. Standing on a paddleboard can be really difficult, especially if you don't do a lot of other things that train your balance. I fell in the first time I was trying to get my board back to the shore. So we had to recreate that beautiful moment for all of you. Also, we learned that if you're in trouble on a paddleboard, you can just fling yourself on it and then just use your hands to paddle back to shore.
So. Hi. What the fuck?
So we did the paddleboard thing. I went in.
I didn't.
You also kneeling on the thing. What are we gonna do now?
We're gonna look at some bunkers.
Nice.
We're gonna walk into some bunkers with torches.
Cool. It's also just starting to rain, so weather is a real roller coaster today, but it's still warm. So yeah, we're gonna look forward to going into a bunker now in the bunker museum in Hanstholm. Danish summer weather. It's great. Traveling with thousands of euros of photo gear can be a bit exhausting if it's raining, but our backpacks were pretty good at not letting any of the rain in. The bunker tour was pretty cool because we were led through the bunker and the guide would explain what the different parts of the bunker did, like how you would get into it, and then that basically behind the entrance there would be a small room to defend the entrance of the bunker. Usually around the corner from the main entrance there was a small hole in the wall where you could stick a rifle through. So the small shafts you see are basically the emergency exit, and they were barred in a way so that you could only open them from the inside. They had some metal bars and a lot of rubble in them. Not all bunkers had big guns like mortars or something like that, but some were purely for observation. Some had like a tower, and in the top of the telescope would stick out that you could look through. While I still had to work one of the days, Judith could enjoy the hotel swimming pool. On the other hand, I did manage to take the electrical skateboard down to the harbor in the lunch break and check out some of the fishing boats and say hi to some seagulls. Hanstholm is a relatively small village. One of our favorite places to eat definitely was the Hanstholm Bar, and the amazing thing they had in the basement was an actual Capcom Street Fighter machine. Which obviously we got a couple of coins for, as you might imagine. If you do have a favorite character in any of the Super Street Fighter games, let us know which one it is and which platform you played it on first. So we follow this road in? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go. The bunkers in the Vigsø Bay are old German bunkers that were built during the Second World War. They used to all be on the beach, but now about half of them are in the water. It was a nice opportunity to climb some of the bunkers, set up a time-lapse, fly the drone, talk to some of the other photographers at the site, and get some wet feet. The wind speed was about 8 to 10 meters per second. It was a bit of a challenge for the drone, but it worked out fine. The last stop on our journey was Klitmøller, which is also referred to as Cold Hawaii, because you get some big waves, you have a lot of wind. All the windsurfers, regular surfers, and kite surfers are there frequently in the summer. On our last day, the wind was even stronger than the evening before at the bunkers. We were a little bit hesitant to send up the drone, but again, the drone handled it like a charm.